everybody, and I think we will all agree just an incredible performance from the newly crowned WBC silver, thank you, welterweight world champion Dalton Smith, who's joining me now. With his dad and arguably trainer of the last year or few years, Grant Smith as well, Steel City Gym, thriving. Great atmosphere tonight, felt like a real big night. And over to you guys, the questions for Dalton and Grant.
Dalton, congratulations. Talk me through that stunning body shot, mate.
Yeah, I've literally just watched it back. It was, sharp, straight to the pit. I thought he was actually going to get up, but I think he dipped down the second time. I thought, yeah, he doesn't look like he's getting up here, but you've got to respect the Mexicans. They're tough as nails, and yeah, I thought, I expected him to get up, to be fair, but yeah, peach of a shot.
I know that you said that this was going to be a step up in levels for you, and you acknowledged that yourself. So, to do it in such emphatic fashion, how transformative do you think this will be for your career moving forward?
Yeah, it's definitely going to propel, my name up into the rankings, but, I know a few people, thought this might have been too soon, a step too soon, but, I just knew. Don't get me wrong, I felt the pressure was on, but look, not many people can rise to the occasion, and I just knew, stay switched on, stay focused, and the performance will materialise.
Maybe to all three of you, what is it that convinced you that this was that time? You say you knew, what was it?
I have confidence in my team, and this wasn't a fight where it's Jose is on the slide. He's only lost at world level, and it's not like he's been beat easy. He's a world-class fighter. He's proven, and I just needed that performance to prove I belong at the world level.
Diamonds are made under pressure, aren't they?
You've been on yourself the fights before, but tonight was particularly special because it was that fight where it's that gap between making that step up to world level. Did fight week feel different? You were very locked in when I spoke to you. You weren't giving much away. I know you're not a trash talker when you go out there anyway, but did it feel different this week? Did you feel extra pressure because you knew that this was your time to prove something?
Yeah, I felt the pressure, but I just knew we were going to bring something more out of me. I always said, the bigger the occasion, I always step up to it, and like you said, not many people can do it. So I'm proud of myself tonight for staying calm, just keeping a level head, and I just knew, once I'm switched on, I'll pull the performance up.
I was going to say, and you had a terrific fan base there for you tonight. What feelings are when you're making that ring walk and you can hear everyone chanting your name and getting behind it? It must be something special.
Yeah, sometimes it don't feel real. I always say, every time, even when I'm walking down, it's like, I'm just a normal kid. Do you know what I mean? Like, I always say, going to the petrol station, going to the shops, and people want a picture, and it's just like, I still find it mad, but, it shows that they're getting behind me, they're showing the support, and, big love to them all. They're paying the hard-earned money to come out and put on nights like that, lift me up, get the fire burning, it's something special.
Everyone's been talking about the big occasion this week and how special it was, but how special was it to do it in Sheffield in front of all your fans and prove people wrong with the same too soon?
It's to this man to my left, Eddie's giving me the opportunities, and you see something special, and he sees how the city get behind me. He's the best promoter in the world, and he's allowing me to show my skills and show what my army can do, and bring in. Like I say, it's just putting those big nights back into Sheffield. Like many have before me, and I feel honoured to carry that flag.
Your loyalty
Exactly, it's loyalty. I wouldn't say I'm the best businessman, but I've got trust in my team. Sean, my dad, and I trust Eddie. And it's in boxing, it's hard to get there.
And just quickly, Grant, obviously it must be really hard being the dad as well and trying to keep your emotions in check. You've done it for years now, but is it the same every time? You've got a planner, you've got to keep your emotions in check, but sometimes it can get too much.
Yeah, you've got to keep your emotions in check, and I run through every scenario in my head, if this happens or if that happens, and I've got to have a plan for it, because at the end of the day he's coming back to sit on the stool and he's wanting answers from me, so I have to keep as cool as I can. But he listened tonight, we changed a few things, there's stuff we worked on for the fight, and it's all panned out, but at the end of the day, hats off to him. I'm the one that tells him what to do and helps him, but he does it and he has to transform that into action. So I just tip my hat and clap away for him, because so proud. He does everything I ask, So I just want to thank Eddie for what he's doing for my son and everybody. He's the best promoter in the world for a reason, and I think he's going to have this 140 division boxed off in every corner at lately soon.
And just finally, what was it like to hear from both of you the words "I'm the new"?
Brilliant.
I said to my dad in the changing room, having a father as a coach, you know, it's not a father-son relationship, it's very different. But I said to him, what father-son can feel what we did tonight?
What we felt together tonight.
Like, it has its, you know, its goods, its bads, but what father-son can feel those moments, what we did tonight, and it's something special.
How do you find fighting on a night after so many of your stablemate have gone, you know, sharing that with them and seeing how they do and how that impacts your performance?
You know, you've got to be selfish, and, you know, big congratulations to everyone who was on the card tonight. You know, they've made it special. You know, my teammates.
Three wins, 2 KOs with you.
Yeah, three fights, 3 KOs tonight. So special for us. And like you say, you've got to be self. You've got to focus on yourself. You know, obviously I've got to switch off from that. I'm supporting them from behind in the changing rooms, but it's hard work pays off. The gym's thriving, and we'll continue to keep doing that.
Eddie, similar question that I asked you about Sandy, kind of how important are performances like the one Dalton just put in the career of Dalton Smith moving forward?
It's so important because, you know, it's our job to hype him up, but only he can deliver. And when he does that, when he produces performances like that, it's actually easy for me to do my job. There's so much similarity. I know different weights and different journeys, but just the feeling of how Kel was building here to how Dalton's building here as well. You know, Kel obviously made that move and eventually took the lunge to fight against Sean Porter for the world title. And we've got, you know, we're not a million miles away, but just tonight felt much different to the Sam Maxwell fight, and the Sam Maxwell fight felt very different to the Sam O'Mason fight. And you know, after that performance tonight, the next one's going to be even bigger, and then you start opening up the top tier and you go from 5,000 to 7,000 and then to 9,000, and then you're in world championship territory, and then you're thinking about Hillsborough. You know, when we went to Sheffield United with Kell Brook, not a lot of people thought we would do 24,000, which we did, but it's such a massive day for the city. Like if he fought Sandor Martin next at Hillsborough, I'd fancy he would do 20,000 plus there, because it's just a historic day. And listen, that fight, you never know. It could be next. You know, I've had Regis Prograde on the phone saying, I'll fight Dalton Smith, I like that fight. That's a great fight, great name. You know, we've got Hitchens, we've got Matthias, we've got Paro, we've got Jack Cattrall, we've got Prograde, we've got obviously Haney. Like, we've got so many 140 pounders. But for me now, the next fight is just, from now, it's about positioning yourself for a world title, because if we don't get Sandor Martin next, he will have a responsibility as a vacant crown capturer to have 2 mandatory defences. So we will be top 5 with the WBC. Thank you to Maurizio Sullivan for this opportunity. And I believe if we don't get a shot at the world title, we're going to get a final eliminator. And that's a big moment. And we don't have to take the fight that's not right. He's still 16-0. And, you know, there's questions about Adam Azim, and, you know, it's not really the trajectory we're on, but it is the European title, and it's a big fight. So if we wanted to drop down, as I said, levels, and Grant was right, 3 or 4 levels at the moment after that performance, we'll do it because we believe we win that fight. And it's a big money fight, and it's a fight that the country would love to see. But we've got our eyes fixed on not the real version of this, but the next version of this. And he's right there, right there.
Dalton, Grant, Prograde at Hillsborough?
look, whoever you look at the 140 division. You know, there's some big names. There's going to be some special nights. And I've been a fan of Regis for a long time. You know, so it would be great. But like you said, there's plenty of options there. There's some big fights to be made, and you know, my main goal is, you know, working towards that Hillsborough Stadium, and whoever it is for a world title, whatever, we'll fight.
Dalton, that was your world level tester. The first couple of rounds were close, with the lead feet being close together with the southpaw stance. Once you found your distance, it was clear you were looking to dominate. How did you feel against the southpaw, and then that world level, and as you said, the Mexican being tough, taking a punch?
Yeah, like you say, look, I proved I can take a shot today. You know, he was winging him in. And to be honest, he was just being cagey those first couple of rounds. You know, you could see he was looking for that, you know, his backhand. But you know, once I felt his power, and I thought, yeah, I can deal with this. He's, you know, nothing I haven't felt before. Yeah, that's when I could start. You know, he was finding the distance, you know, getting his time, and I knew when he committed. Once I got my distance there, I could start countering. You know, I think I could have worked my lead hand a little bit more, just being a little bit first a little bit. But look, I had to be cagey tonight. I had to be on my game. And like I say, with a world-class operator, he's been there, he's proven. Nobody's done it, so.
Eddie, you said a few names off the roster there, all the WBC and 140 ranked guys, and it's largely assumed that the Asim fight won't materialise because of Ben pull out strong, shalom. Is that just something you're saying just to eradicate it?
No, we want it, you know, but I just don't understand what the delay is, because you end up kind of embarrassing your fighter a little bit, because if it was up to Adam Azim, I'm sure Dalton would agree, like, all fighters want to fight, they all think they can win, but it's the responsibility of the team to guide yourself. So what we know now about Dalton Smith, which we knew before, but now the world knows, is that he's a world-class fighter. And Adam Azim's just not ready for a world-class fighter, but he's a good fighter. So, like, but where you leave it, and now he's been called out in the ring, and now everybody on social media is atting him and atting Boxer, and what is going on? Are you taking this fight? And you know, I answer all questions on their behalf because he won't answer the questions. But there is a fight week this week. I'm sure you're all going to ask him, and the answer is: are you going to take the fight?
Dalton's there this week.
Yeah,
Florian's
good. Well, Dalton will be there. Dalton can ask a question. In fact, if anyone needs a reporter this week, Dalton Smith's available.
Is Ben going to let me in show this time?
Yeah, I know, he banned him from the last show. So, like,
Won't let him in, would they?
No. But like, I just don't understand. Why don't you just say, look, we're not ready for that level. We're going to pass, and we're going to hopefully meet down the line. That's fine. But don't mess us around, because we've got plans now. But we're not, you know.
Those plans include bringing maybe one of those star names to England.
You'd love to. I mean, or we can box in America. You know, we got that opportunity within our promotional outfit that he can fight in America as well. And listen, that might be an option to go and get a fight over there. I'm sure he'd love it. I mean, you know, I'm still getting over the last trip we had away. Where was that? Croatia? Switzerland?
Austria.
Oh, it was the most bizarre show we've ever done. It was a lovely place.
I hope Pillsbury's got that empty.
We boxed in a football stadium, Philip Hergovich, and there was about 300 people there, weren't there? And it was a 20,000 seater.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hotel were nice.
Yeah, it was.
Grant, you know Dalton obviously better than anybody else. Where do you want him to go next from a boxing point of view?
Regarding next, he's at world level now.
Yeah.
So, as long as the business is right, the fights are right, he can only stay at that level. Like you said, everybody said, oh, he's jumping 2 or 3 levels. Like me and Eddie said earlier, he'll drop for a certain fight 2 or 3 levels, but his main priority is he wants world champion.
He's still learning.
Yeah, he's still learning. Look, he's had 16 fights. He's still learning, and look what he's doing after 16 fights. I'm not just saying it because Eddie's here now. We're the best promoter in the world. That's why Dalton's with it. And we know he'll look after his career. And he's got the best chance of becoming a world champion being with this man. So we just let Sean O'Toole at STM, Eddie, me, We sort everything out, we get the plan, we go with it, because we trust these people who we work with. And these come up with the opponents, and we just say yes. And Dalton's a fighter, like most fighters are. Don't even ask, just you're boxing him. You don't even ask him. You just say you're boxing him. Yeah, fine. When? And that's how Dalton is. So we'll do whatever we all agree to.
Grant, how happy are you with the journey of Dalton Smith? As you said, just at 16 and now just stopped a 4-time world title challenger as well.
Come on. Where's your call?
I couldn't be more happy. I'm just lost for words really, because how happy would anybody's dad be? Like Dalton's just said, I'm not just his dad, I'm his coach, and mine and Dalton's relationship, he's admitted it in force. We love each other to bits, we think world of each other, we're with each other every day, but it's not a father-son relationship. And any coach that has got a father-son relationship with the son ain't gonna get to the top levels in boxing. I don't give a damn what anybody says. So I've had to be, from Dalton being a young age, it's heartbreaking as a dad, because you can't do it for your child to reach the top. But obviously when he's retired, don't get me close, we're close, we're really close. There's nothing wrong with our relationship, but it's not a proper, people, unless you've been in that situation, they don't understand it.
Yeah,
But
it makes up for moments like that.
yeah, exactly, but they can't appreciate the moments me and Dalton have, because they'll never have that with their kids, with their son, daughter. I'm just proud, he knows I'm proud of him, and that's all that matters, he knows.
Alright everybody, have a good week, we'll be thinking of you. And thanks for all your help and attendance, great show tonight, congratulations Dalton Smith,